control.
Here he comes. See him right there in the middle. And he's going on across.
It's maybe here.
Okay, now we can go. There's the monarch. Where are you going? Where did he go?
The last time we and you were there, animal control had to show up and get a deer that was injured.
There are a bunch of them on there.
We're leaving Cherokee. Hey guys, if you come down to the Smokies and come into Gatlinburg and you want to see the mountains and you don't really feel like hiking, look into the Roaring Fort Motor Trail. Just show you about all you want to see of the mountains. Lots of little things to stop and check out. Just thought I'd video a little bit, share some of it as we go along. Nothing like the smell of fresh mountain air. And there's lots of little cabins and structures around it. I think this one's called the Ogle Place. Little house, little barn, cabin. If you enjoy this kind of thing, I'll probably just turn the camera on and off. I don't want to video the whole loop for sake of battery life and making a big long boring video. And you have Rainbow Falls. If you decide to do that, I'd recommend you better be very fit. We've done it before. You better have a change of clothing. There's many streams you have to cross.
Waterproof.
Different shoes, waterproof shoes. But that was a trailhead for Rainbow Falls. For Rainbow Falls, in case some city slicker watches this. And here's where you gotta decide: do I want to go see the mountains, or do I want to go back down to Gatlinburg?
We're not done yet.
Yeah, we're gonna take you around the loop. We done this about 10 years ago, and then came back up here right after the wildfires in Gatlinburg to have a look. And yeah, it was sad. Just trees burned everywhere, and I'm sure we'll still see a lot of that, but that was a sad ordeal. Just, in my opinion, just sorriness in the forestry department. As you can see, you know, this is just recipe for disaster if another wildfire broke out again. Great Smoky Mountains. You got your vision block.
No. Don't look down.
Here's a little better view. The last view we were at, this foliage was just a little too grown up. I'll probably take some still shots too to show. Man, there's lots of water up here. That little bridge didn't sound too healthy. And we're coming up on another little homestead.
Another fall. No, it's a bathroom.
Is the restroom?
Yeah, do you need to use the restroom?
No.
Looks like there's a line.
Yeah. Just use a tree. That's all I'd do if I had to go up here. I'd just pull off the
No,
tree.
you would not.
I would.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm a hillbilly.
I know, but not in here.
Well, I'd get away from people.
Well, wouldn't let him.
We mountain people.
Excuse me, don't look at my wee-wee.
We actually have pictures of me taking a leak. She'd taken in another state park. True story.
The story.
Yeah.
I would do it again.
Some redneck humor. Man, there's people here from all over this great country and all over the world. Man, if you don't think the country's great, we won't miss you if you leave. Wow, I didn't need that kind of secondhand smoke.
Your nose.
Right up my nose, man. Them Tahoe lights or something. Ugh. Cars everywhere. Georgia, Kansas, Iowa, what was the other? Indiana,
North Dakota.
North Dakota,
Louisiana.
Louisiana, Florida.
New
We was
York.
in Florida and Georgia yesterday on the road. Came up through northern Georgia into the Smokies. We'll leave here and go back to Virginia. You can hear the streams while they call it the Roaring Fork. Florida, Delaware. A lot of big timber in this old mountain. A lot of big timber. You have a manual that it uses here at now. Okay, so we're in manual mode. Low 1 out of 9 speeds, and it's still
Too fast for the
little 1.3 liters, just not gonna hold it back.
Sorry, Dad. Get your brakes hot going down that mountain.
Her daddy would have hammered her ass for riding the brakes. Well, you don't ride them, you just supposed to pad them off and on.
You paint in this area. There's so many people.
Now,
Another bridge.
another bridge. Water. Foliage is up. It's better to come through here in the fall, right before they close the loop. be surprised at the people that don't do that. If you're standing out in public, I can take your picture and video you. I'm going by another little homestead.
I don't think you can really see
I don't
it
think I
from
can
rocks
really
as
see
big
it.
as cars.
It's a nice boulder.
Right there.
I got it. What's fascinating to these city slickers about picking up rock and throwing into the creek. Yes. They have a stream out there. I don't know. Is that the desert? I don't know. Not sure. Maybe mountain range. I don't know. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Kinda like wild. They're rolling up on the hill. Somewhere in the park.
Hi. You can't see it out there. Maybe there. There you go, mister. Got it over.
Whew. on the bee farm. And that's about the end of the loop right after it. Brings you out in a little different area of Gatlinburg. It's up to you.
Cabin rentals, weddings.
The old truck still here. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, there's a little bee farm back there with a gift shop, but doesn't look like there's anywhere to park. It's a problem with coming down here during the tourist season, summer. If you come to Gatlinburg to visit and want to see the Smokies, I'd recommend coming early, mid-fall. It's a lot better experience unless you're somebody that likes water parks, and then, you know, you may want to come a bit in the middle of summer. That's about the end of the loop, folks. Enjoy. If you've never been in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, wow, somebody's smoking them some weed. Well, it's Tennessee hemp care, but yeah. I don't know, but you're moving on through here. Okay. It's about the gist of Gatlinburg. It's just a bunch of overpriced gift shops. There's the aquarium. You have Ober Gatlinburg. It's like a kind of like a park.
100 moonshine places.
Lots of places to drink booze. Lots of Sugarland Distillery, Old Smoky Mountain Distillery. There's half a dozen others. Dozens of wineries, and I'm not joking, there's a winery on every block.
Moonshine Coast.
But the downfall is it's super freaking crowded, it's super freaking overpriced. Again, lots of restaurants, I'll add to that, and you have to pay to damn park. It's usually not cheap, generally about 20 bucks. There's a few places we found that's up above town that's like 8-10 bucks, but somebody probably thinking I'm sounding like a total cheap ass, but what I'm getting at is you can go right back down there to Pigeon Forge. There's just as much to do, if not more, and you don't have to pay to park. Not down in Gatlinburg, we love it here, but just saying, you know. And that's it, guys. Don't blink. And if I didn't mention, they do have the Ripley's Aquarium. Ripley's, believe it or not, they're super cool to go into. Again, a little costly, but it is what it is. And do we go through the tunnel coming out? We do, yeah. And we go through a tunnel. Or if you're wanting to just go into the Smokies, or there's a bypass to bypass Gatlinburg going in or out of it. We're only like about 2 hours away from the Smokies, so we frequently come down here. We had actually just last week went down to Florida to visit with friends. Went down to the coast and came back up through, bypassed Atlanta and came back up through northern Georgia into North Carolina and across the Smokies. It was actually a pleasurable trip doing that. So, you know, if you're down south and you're coming up this way, and I don't know how I'll do these videos, by just kind of chop, piece them together. I know there's a lot of you guys that follow the channel that you know, haven't seen this part of the world. It's really nice out. It's only about 70 degrees, but it's supposed to get up to about 90 as the day goes. But 90 in the mountains does not feel like it does in a big city or down south. There's not as much humidity. Most always a breeze blowing somewhere. I thought about videoing coming across the Smokies yesterday, but just didn't feel like it. We've been on the road so long. Banner Tunnel. Folks, that's Gatlinburg. I might cut the camera back on once we come into Pigeon Forge in a little bit. And we're coming into Pigeon Forge. Man, in most cases you can expect heavy traffic. If you come down during a car show, you can expect to take 2 hours to go 2 blocks. And that's the truth. So, you know, be prepared and be in a good, reliable vehicle with AC, which most people that come to Rod Run are in overheating shit boxes without AC. I have been there and done it many times. But the gist of Pigeon Forge is, again, it's really similar to Gatlinburg, just a lot damn bigger. A lot of hotels, a lot of places to eat. You know, they have the island, Margaritaville, lots of go-karts. If you come here, I recommend the Old Mill restaurant. If there's just like 2 of you, you can usually get right in within like half an hour. If you've got a big family, you're probably going to wait an hour longer, especially if it's tourist season or on the weekend. Lots of other good places to eat. The diner's good. It's got like an old 50s theme. You do have Dollywood, you have Splash Country, you know, if you're into water parks, and there is lots of water parks here. We'll put you out the window and just give you a scenic view. Also have Paula Dean's Lumberjack Feud for you guys that are following for the chainsaws, and I think the wife's wanting to go do that. And our 20-year anniversary was yesterday. That's why when we came back up from Florida, we decided just to come here and spend the night before we went home, and just because we like coming down here.
I got married here.
Yeah, she wanted to do a drive-through wedding here, but come to find out, about 15 years later, the pastor that was doing the drive-through weddings at that particular little church or whatever it was, he wasn't even an ordained minister. So all of those weddings and marriages were null and void. Motorcycles. Good place for a motorcycle, but I wouldn't want to be on a bike. It's kind of still not hot out, but it's supposed to get pretty bad today. But folks, that's about the gist of it. I'll probably shut it off. There's a lot of things you can research it, but again, just to give you a look at Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, Great Smoky Mountains. I did get a little bit of footage from the top of the Smokies I may throw in on this. We'll just have to see. I took a bunch of still shots. If I can put them at the end of it or something. But anyway, if anyone at all watch this, we appreciate it. And hope you have a great day.